If you look at like those, like the poppy sodas, like those are actually, I think it's prebiotic or probiotic.
Packs include my favorite flavor, which is orange cream.
That's a good
That's
one.
good with vodka.
See?
Exactly.
There we go.
Welcome back to Arsenic Culture. I'm Matt.
I'm Jason.
And Kendra.
And do any of you all have any fun, relatable anecdotes we could use to tie into our current topic of the day?
Sure. When you bought this shirt for me, one of our designs.
You walked in with that. I didn't even notice you were wearing the Arsenic Culture.
I couldn't
one,
fit in the damn thing because it's missized
You
a little
look
bit.
great. What
Oh,
are you
that's one
talking
of your
about?
designs?
I've lost like
Looks
3
good.
pounds, so now I'm
It's
squeezing
perfect.
it.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I didn't even realize you had that on. So we actually paid an artist to do some designs for from apparel, and life is busy, so I haven't been able to like put them online and sell them. But that's my favorite one.
I agree.
That one is badass.
I like
Thanks
that
for getting it for me.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah.
Just took me like a year to wear it.
Yeah. Well, I have a little story today that happened. I was driving around. I photograph houses for a living, and I was in the middle of the day. I got kind of hungry, so I went to a gas station. And usually, the options to eat something quick and healthy are quite limited.
Like a beef jerky or a protein bar. It's about what you got.
Exactly.
Maybe
Or
some
like-
hard-boiled eggs.
Or like a 12-day-old hot dog. That's like basically
roller
it.
dog.
So what I'll usually do is I'll get some beef jerky, but then I'll just grab like a bag of chips or something like that because I'm hungry and they're there. We just did, last time we recorded, do you remember we were talking about chips and Grippos? Or no, not last time. We did some chips a while back.
Recently. We did the Michigan barbecue.
Which were great. And I just edited that quick shot to put out, and I was like, we kept talking about chips. I was like, man, I really want some chips. So when I was in the gas station, I was like, I want to get those Voodoo Rays.
Grippos or something.
I thought they were Grippos or something else.
They're not. They're. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'll think of the name brand in a minute.
But so I couldn't find them there, but they did have a Grippos that was a sweet hot honey, and I was like, ooh.
I've not seen that one.
Yeah, I hadn't either. So I bought those, and as I was walking out, I saw a bag of Lay's that was kettle cooked nacho cheese. I was like, ooh, those look good too.
So you got 2 bags of chips?
2 bags of chips. They're the small bags, but I did get 2 of them. And then I got my beef jerky like I normally get. So I ate those.
Sounds like a very healthy lunch.
So
Very healthy.
It's probably like a 1,500 calories and
Per bite.
0% protein. Nutritional
all the
value.
saturated fat.
Yeah, all the
saturated
sodium. I don't know if you can eat so much sodium that it turns into protein at some point. That's what I was going for. But so then after I finished working, I went to the gym real quick. And I thought I was so tired and exhausted. I felt like I was just like bleeding out of my pores.
It was probably the sodium.
Probably the sodium.
It was the combination. It had to be a combination of everything.
Muscles all swole up.
I couldn't even move my muscles. I mean, I did like half sets on everything. I was fatigued. Again, I felt like I was just like sweating body fat because the fat in those was really high too. But you don't think about how bad stuff is for you and then how it makes you feel.
Agreed.
So that's really sparked a movement, is this whole functional foods, functional beverages, and everybody's getting in on it. Basically, health food
If
and
you
being
look
health
at
conscious.
like those, like the poppy sodas,
Yeah.
those are actually, I think it's prebiotic or probiotic, whatever. They're very good.
Probiotic,
They're like
I believe.
$2.50 a can though. It's a little pricey, 12-ounce can, but
I like
if at a
them
convenience
too.
store, grab and go.
And well, they got the
Better than a
probiotics
pop.
in it. They're low in sugar. It's only like 35
they taste
calories. They taste good. Costco sells them like in 12 packs.
do.
And they include their new packs include my favorite flavor, which is the orange cream.
That's a good
That's
one.
good with
a good
vodka.
one. See?
Exactly.
There we go. There we go.
So that actually kind of leads us into our point: is there's so much there's so much creation, innovation on the functional beverage and functional food front. Like, can alcohol be healthy?
Yeah.
And there's been talk about it in the past, and I would love for it to be true, but is it?
I think part of it is maybe.
Kind of,
You know
maybe a
what
little
maybe
bit.
could do is probably extend your life. That way you would never die.
Never say die. No, never say die.
Never say die,
Yeah,
either
we're gonna start a game to where we never actually say die, but yeah, we need to pour some of this in a vessel and drink it.
We can
because
do it.
never say die. The only bourbon that's good for you. That's not true. Don't take that.
I'll take some
cut
of
that
that.
out. Yeah. But this is our sponsor, Never Say Die Bourbon. Great stuff. You can find it at a liquor store near you. Thanks, Never Say Die, for sponsoring us. And it's good stuff.
It is.
Sorry, Mom, I almost said the S word. So, but yeah, so tell us about give us a little history on what you know about like whether it would be good or
So
not.
I did a little research on this one. So my background personally, professionally, is in a little bit in the medical profession. I'm not a doctor or anything, but I do play one on this
TV.
show and TV.
I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express.
I did stay at the Holiday Inn Express last week, I think. So, looking at the Mayo Clinic, which is a pretty, I would say, renowned source, right?
Right.
So they're saying that drinking in any amount of alcohol does carry a health risk.
Right.
But risk is low for moderate intake. And of course, the risk goes up the more you take. That sounded good to me. I was like, okay, I think I'm a moderate
I can
drinker.
get behind that, yeah.
Yeah, I might drink a lot on occasion, but
Yeah.
moderately, But then I looked up what moderate was, and I was a little concerned. So moderate for Kendra would be 1 drink. Moderate for me or Matt would be up to 2 drinks.
Up to 2 drinks.
That's sad.
That's
It
really
is a little sad.
Not even
It is-
worth
not
it
only
made
is it
me-
sad, but it's depressing.
Yeah.
It also made me remember though, if beers don't count, then we're good.
Yeah, as long as beer don't count, then we're good. Yeah,
We're
this
good,
is
so-
just water.
So I think what you look at there from that source is, anything in moderation can be okay, right? So anything like that.
Yeah,
Then you go dig a little further. So then I went down the WebMD hole, which gets.
and then you found out you had cancer.
I did actually. When I was looking this up. I don't know.
I wasn't even looking for it. WebMD said you might have cancer.
So there's all kinds of things on that, and we'll get into in a minute. But what do you all think? I mean, what do you think? Personal experience about alcohol?
I saw that same study.
Mm-hmm.
I actually saw a more recent study done by the WHO, I think, the World Health Organization, that more or less...
Or the band, the Who, either way.
Yeah, or the band. They definitely know all about alcohol.
Yeah.
It had taken that study and essentially said they were wrong. So even in moderation, I think the new data says that any amount of alcohol can have health risks and risks to longevity of your
You
life.
can find like good arguments for both sides though that alcohol's okay or bad. I feel like throughout history
Pretty
it kind of goes
much.
back and forth.
I agree with you. Like the most recent one from the WHO is pretty. It kind of made the rounds now because it was a blanket like do not drink or you will die.
I'm not gonna lie, I saw it online, but I just excluded it because I didn't.
That's the thing, and I think we as adults usually are just kind of like, my grandparents drank and my parents drank and they lived full lives, which most people do. But it goes back to what you said. I think anything in moderation is fine. Our bodies are built to kind of filter out a lot of the bad parts of that. Yeah, maybe it is not good for you in any amount, but I mean, as long as you're doing it responsibly, like moderate for us might only be 8 drinks a day
Could be.
without any beer.
I think, like you said though, like so health wise, maybe alcohol isn't good for you, but neither is sugar. You know what I mean? So if you have an excessive amount of sugar, if I'm eating 3 pieces of cake every day,
Right.
is that worse than having 1 drink a day, or say 3 drinks a day?
Exactly.
I would say yes. I would say that is worse for you.
I think so.
I mean, it
think so.
causes
I think so, too,
diabetes. I mean, I
yeah.
really do. When you looked at some of the WebMD stuff, again, not a source I would say I trust everything.
Right.
But some of the things here, so it looks at balanced blood sugar. It was saying that actually, I guess alcohol did something to help balance your blood
Right.
sugar. It didn't go into depth on it, so it's probably not accurate.
Yeah.
But it gives you a little bit of information. The other thing I thought that was most interesting from them is it gets you more active. Most people had said that drink, like in moderation, go to the gym, work out more. So I thought of that, and I'm like, that makes sense, because if you go to the gym, you'll hear guys and girls and they're lifting, working out, concerned about their health, but also like, hey, I went out last night and I had a few drinks with my friends, or I'm going out this weekend, have a few drinks with my friends, whatever.
Yeah.
So I do think that's true.
So I read a study that said there are social benefits and not holistic, but
Mental health.
yeah,
You think
mental
about
health
that.
benefits
definitely.
to
Yeah.
drinking, and
Yeah.
again in moderation. But it's like, even if the alcohol itself might have this much of a negative impact on your actual body, the mental benefits could actually bring it
Socializing.
up. Again, unless you're an alcoholic and you're drinking until your liver fails. But there was a really popular adage in the past that's kind of been a mainstay up until I think the past few years, and it was red wine is good for you.
Yeah.
You heard that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think everybody's heard of that.
Yeah.
There's a substance in it called resveratrol, And
Bless you.
yeah, thank you. It's resveratrol. It's an antioxidant in grape skins. And the original study back in like the 90s said that by ingesting resveratrol, it actually will help prolong your life because it's an antioxidant. Then what they ended up finding is that the amounts in it are so trace that you probably have to drink like gallons and gallons of wine a day for it to actually amount to anything. At which point you die of alcohol poisoning.
Sounds like a challenge to me.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
I mean,
I'll
how
give it a
healthy
shot.
are we going to get if we just drink all the wine?
Good question. Solid
Apparently
question.
very
Sounds like a
healthy.
fountain
I
of
think we need to find out. Yeah.
I think something else I remember, and not from anything I looked up this time, but I remember hearing this back several years ago, looking at carcinogens. So when you look at like bourbon, where it's aged in oak that's been charred, to go in there. So it's saying that has like a trace of carcinogen in it. Makes sense.
Right.
But that same thing I remember reading was like wine could have some of that from those wine casks, but then also like barbecue, like having that smoker,
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Yeah.
like,
I mean,
Eating the burn-ins,
yeah, barbecue's great. Like I love barbecue,
Yeah.
but I guess it makes sense. But again, I think it goes back to everything can be bad for you in excess or like every day in addiction.
Yeah.
But if you can balance things out, in my opinion, there are some benefits to it.
Do you all are you familiar with tonic water?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm very-
Are you drinking tonic
I
water?
normally drink tonic water. I'm not right now.
I drink like Topo Chico
ginger
or something
ale.
like that. I'll drink that.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. So actual tonic, like the mixer. There's
Oh,
you
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. Well, so people will use club soda and stuff. Kendra, you drink tonic water a lot with your
With vodka and lime,
like
yeah.
as your kind of like nightly
solid
Just
drink.
to be
Solid
kind
choice.
of low calorie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whenever she has her 1 or 8th drink every single night. Tonic
You
water.
can smack him if you want to.
Yeah,
We won't.
tonic water actually has a history of being medicinal. That's how it got its name.
You didn't tell me that.
Tonic. I just found
That's
it out
why
for
I've
this
been feeling
episode.
better.
That's why I feel so great. In colonial India in the 19th century, British soldiers were given quinine.
Okay.
Yeah, if you look at a bottle of tonic water, it says contains quinine in it. I've never knew
Never
what
heard
that was.
No idea.
Quinine is the British soldiers in the 19th century were given quinine from the cinchona bark, I guess, as part of a tree.
Damn.
It prevents malaria.
Okay.
So the substance was so bitter that they didn't want to eat it by itself or whatever. So they mixed it with sugar, lime, and soda water. That's what became tonic water. And then they just gave it this the name tonic because it was a tonic to keep them from getting malaria.
Well, you remember, looking back, in back in our history, a lot of like alcohol and stuff, hell, even opium back in the day, but they were given to you as like a prescription, right?
It was,
Like,
it was,
even
yeah.
before Prohibition. It was
Right.
like, here, take some of this, do that.
It was considered medicinal. Yeah,
It
and
was.
Tonic didn't actually have alcohol in it,
No.
but back then gin was really popular, and tonic they already had to add sugar and stuff to make it like palatable. So they just started mixing gin
Yeah.
with it, and that became the tonic, is the gin and tonic. That was part of
Wow.
it. So that's actually
Didn't know that.
I didn't
I
know
didn't
they
know
did.
it
That's
either.
where it
Yeah.
originated from, but it was considered to be like medicinal. Again, I don't think the amount of quinine in it is going to actually prevent anybody from getting malaria. That's what we have our vaccines and stuff for. But that is actually a cool little piece of history. But you look at all the other beverages, the functional beverages that we have now. Do you remember a little beverage called Magic Mind?
I do. We had them on the show.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
remember this?
Was it purple?
It was green.
Green, little shots.
Do you remember those little green bottles I had in the house?
We had them for
Yeah.
a while. Yeah.
Yeah, I had them for a while. So these guys were very nice, and they approached us.
were.
And they gave us some. I think they approach a lot of people.
They did. I did not care for the taste of that.
They gave us some bottles, and they wanted us to do a review on it. We don't do paid reviews.
Nope.
We try to be unbiased in everything we do. So I told them, is like, well, you can give it to us, and we'll throw you a plug. I mean, we didn't have any sponsors. I don't really give a shit, whatever. So they ended up giving us like a 6-pack or whatever, and we kind of gave them a shout out. They gave us a few bucks. That is marketed as a functional beverage. It's got mushrooms in it, adaptogens.
I remember this.
Yeah, a lot of these things are supposed to, they're said to help you, like give you like clarity of mind and help you relax, also feel refreshed. You tried some.
Yeah.
You tried some,
I did.
I think.
Yeah, I tried to shop.
Do you remember it doing anything to you?
No.
No.
I don't think it did either.
But it's also like, so I remember Costco had these things like, they actually recalled these. I was drinking them every day.
Oh.
What?
It didn't make me feel very safe. But it's like a, how like liquid IV, you get those little like tubes, like you just shake it in your water.
Yeah.
They had these of like green stuff. I don't remember what it was called, but it was essentially that. So you would pour the packet in your water, shake it up.
Right.
It'd be a little thicker. So think it was like those, you remember those naked drinks you'll see like in the stores?
Yes.
Like squares. They'll be like, it's like fruit juice and
it's
stuff.
like a smoothie
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what this
It's
would
like a
make your
baking-
water essentially. But it's like getting all your nutrients and
You
all
said
that.
naked, and I was like,
Naked.
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 Naked. A neck.
That's
what?
that Eastern Kentucky accent's coming out, you know? He was naked.
Naked.
But anyway, you did that. So it tasted like okay. That actually tasted better than I remember Magic Shot. Sorry, Magic Shot. But I felt a little better on that one until I realized, hey, it's probably not good for you. You got recalled.
What did you get recalled for?
I think it was cancer.
Oh my God.
Is it listed on WebMD of like the things that can
I'm
give you
pretty
cancer
sure,
when you get to the
Costco
bottom?
took it out of there. It wasn't a Costco brand. It was some other brand they had in there.
yeah.
But
That's
Yeah.
hilarious. Nootropic stuff, probiotic stuff is really popular. Mushroom coffees and like mushroom tea, not to get you high or whatever.
not Grateful Dead concert.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't drink those. Well, do if you want to. You be you.
Those are all really popular right now, but I'm not
They
sure
are
if they
really
have
popular.
true benefits.
So like, and that's the thing. Do they actually work? And I think from everything that I've read, almost universally, all the studies on them are like either nil or they're low.
Yeah.
As in
There's
they
not enough evidence. to
there's not
prove,
enough evidence.
benefits.
They haven't like progressed far enough to find it.
What's the problem with a study like that too? Like you need such a vast amount of data to actually back it up or determine if it was true
You
or
really
false.
do.
Other thing you look at was, damn, I just lost my whole train
okay.
of thought. What were we talking about right there?
Mushroom teas.
Oh yeah, sorry.
adaptogens,
So
yeah.
one other thing I remember hearing, reading about too, was like microdosing, like with real mushrooms.
Oh
right?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I have friends that
I
like
think
grow their
acid
own and
maybe
try.
or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Maybe acid's the wrong one, but there's a lot of microdosing you'll hear talk of on the web
was
right
LSD
now.
or something, I
It's
think.
something like that. Yeah, it would give you like,
Do people microdose LSD?
I don't remember. It's some hallucinogen and also mushrooms something, but they would take just enough to like, I guess not really get you wild
Right.
or like drunk or high, but
whatever
more
you-
of just change your frame of mind or something.
Yeah.
Just get
I
you a
think they're
little
trying
bit.
to find like inner peace or something.
They're also trying to carry a buzz all day long, probably.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When I hear microdosing, that's kind of exactly what I go to. So you have a friend. I won't mention her name, but she's microdosed for a long time. Does she still do that?
She grows her own mushrooms.
Does good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, according to her, she does good.
Well, I mean, I know people, we both do that, with marijuana and stuff. So THC, the gummies, whatever, they need that. It's their medicine.
She
And
does need that too. Like, yeah.
And I mean, I
Stay
know
on an even level. Even
I know a
keel.
few
Yeah.
people that honestly, like, I can confirm they need that. Like, it's
boy,
anxiety issues,
Pierre,
a lot of
he-
things.
he
Yeah,
tells us
Pierre
that.
does too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
says it. He swears
I wasn't
by it.
thinking of him, but yeah, you're up.
Yeah, no, he'll write up and tell you like there's a lot of people like that are kind of
Yeah.
extolling the efficacies of THC or even CBD and
It's
stuff
like
like that. as
alternative medicine, right? So it's not as hard on you. Like if you're having pain or something, like you don't want to take a Percocet or whatever.
Right.
You're going to take, hey, if I can have a gummy. I mean, in my opinion, that's a whole lot better for
Yeah,
me,
right. I
right? Seriously.
agree.
like,
But
yeah.
I think that's why a lot of these elements have been introduced into beverages specifically.
For sure.
THC seltzers are a big thing. There are CBD seltzers also.
There are. Yeah.
Which I've never seen any.
I have not tried those.
I've never even seen them. Do we have
I've seen
those?
them. I don't think I've seen them in Kentucky. Maybe when we first came out with
Right.
them. A lot of them now, though, have THC and CBD.
Right.
But the THC they have is that like Delta 8, Delta 9, which is like
variant, yeah.
quarter molecule
Make
off
it legal.
THC. Yeah.
Yeah, but and then like the adaptogens and the mushrooms and stuff like that. Nootropics, whatever that word means, is really popular right now. So whether they actually work or not a lot of evidence is out there. So they may or may not, but probably.
I feel like it's just gimmicky at this
I
point.
feel like
Yeah,
it
I
is
agree with
too.
that.
The only
Everybody
thing that
wants to be
I
healthier.
read that has any sort of like benefit is caffeine.
Yeah.
Which has been around forever, but forever. Everybody knows what caffeine does. It can be also very volatile in large amounts too. There's a guy that died from a caffeine overdose. Do you remember that story? I was telling you about it.
Well, a lot of people did. I mean, a lot of people had heart issues from like Four Locos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then, people
Well, that gets into
now,
my next point, but yeah.
people now are just buying cases of Monster and just drinking. I mean, drinking 3 Monsters, 4 Monsters a day is probably not great for you.
Who is the football coach that you said was cut back?
Ogren.
Was it Gruden? John-
No, Ed Ogren. He was
Oh,
the
Ed Ogren. Yeah,
former coach at
LSU.
LSU.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I cut my intake down from about 12 a day to about 5 or 6. You know, he's got the
For Monsters?
energy
no
drinks,
for
yeah.
damn Red Bulls.
Oh my
Red
gosh.
Bulls, yeah.
Yeah,
That's how many you drinking at your peak. He's like 12 to 15.
Oh
How many
my
you drinking now? He goes, I'm down to
day.
like 5 to 6 a day.
That's insane. That's
And
why
the stress of his job, he's going to have a
yeah.
heart attack.
That's why his voice sounds like that.
Oh, he's like raspy as
yeah.
can be.
I bet you when he's like off of Red Bull, he sounds like a little like woman, like a nice lady,
Yeah.
like a church lady.
You know what can help your voice though is honey.
Yeah.
So we've actually got a bottle of bourbon that is
Okay.
finished in honey cask.
Nice.
So this is short barrel, the bee's knees, double barrel toasted, and it's bourbon whiskey finished in honey cask. It is 112 proof.
There's got to be all kinds of health benefits with that.
100%. But what they
Because
have
of the
done with this one, actually on the side here, it tells you experimental releases and where this honey was sourced from. This is blackberry from Oregon.
Okay.
So the bees actually were in like a blackberry, I guess, orchard.
Yeah.
That's what you'd call
Yeah,
it.
I'm actually excited.
I've had this before. This is just the first time I opened this
we
bottle.
can use some of these glasses.
Okay.
So there are some brands that are here. You go ahead and just pour one for me too. Yeah.
I got one.
Okay. There are some brands that are now experimenting with putting alcohol into some of these functional beverages. Straight up. We go back to caffeine, which is notoriously difficult because caffeine and alcohol just apparently don't mix.
Yeah.
We tried to get into trouble when we did our
Bucky.
Buck Fast. Yeah, but we didn't have enough of it. But the whole Four Loko fiasco and the way Buck Fast is perceived and consumed over in the United Kingdom, it's very obvious that it is more or less a dangerous combination.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But now we got like some hard seltzers that are incorporating some of these adaptogens and nootropics and other stuff like that. Do you remember Flying Embers seltzer?
I don't.
No.
We've had it before. We tried it at like a venue somewhere, and we're like, oh, this is great. Let's try to get more of it. We ended up buying a 6-pack, a sampler pack, and it had like spicy habanero something or other. It was
I
okay.
vaguely remember that.
Yeah, it was a hard seltzer, but it was like a hard kombucha. It was like a kombucha tea, but it had, I think, like 6 or 7 or 8% alcohol.
There was a lot of breweries in the recent, say, last 5-7 years.
Right.
They started to come out with like a line of that. They tried to make it work in the craft
Hard
breweries.
kombucha?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't think it ever really took off. Like there's a few of them still doing it, but not many.
They didn't. So there's a brand called Amass Hard Seltzers. They do botanical blends with ingredients like ashwagandha root, reishi mushrooms, limeanes mushrooms, and then they put alcohol in it too. So here's the thing: like when you combine alcohol with anything beneficial, the bottom line is what usually happens is the alcohol ends up killing any of the benefits that you get from
Taking it.
and it's usually just because of the way your body processes and reacts to alcohol. You want to become more restful, you want to become clear of mind. Oh great, let's throw a shot of vodka in there, undo all that shit. You know what I mean? Just think about all the times that you've wanted to relax or something and then you go out and you have a few drinks. It literally just does the opposite of whatever you want it to do.
Well, usually you don't get a great night's sleep either if you drink too much. You got a little anxious, like you might wake up with like, my heart's beating fast,
Yeah.
I'm kind of sweating.
I'm
Just
all
like-
sweaty,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'll get
mine's
like
racing.
really hot. I
Yeah.
got to get over the
Yeah.
covers, put the fan on me. You know all about it.
Oh, I know.
I think it's why a lot of younger people are going with the THC and stuff like that because you don't have that aspect. I get it.
Yeah.
I guess we're just used to it.
Yeah.
We're just tougher.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We grew
Or
up in that
dumber.
generation.
Or dumber.
Or dumber. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because our generation, we were tapping into our parents' liquor cabinets and drinking some out of their bottles, making little markers so we knew what to
Yep.
fill it back up with like water or like soda or something to like make it look like it was back to the level. Nowadays, it's like we have alcohol and kids are just like, I don't even want it. I don't
Yeah,
even
my
wanna do
son's never got into mine because I actually
so
keep
weird.
I'm watching them.
Yeah,
I'm
but
watching
I,
them.
you
They'd
know,
be more apt to steal the energy drinks
Yeah.
and the
well,
alcohol.
our nephew, we've even been like, you want to try something, let us know. And he's like, no, I'm good. I mean, I'm not saying I want to get you drunk, but like for educational purposes, you
Yeah,
know.
I mean, you think about growing up, your
controlled
dad probably gave you a
situation.
sip of a beer. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly. Yeah. If you want to know what something tastes like, well, I'll help you venture into it and we'll do it in a safe, controlled environment. No, I don't even want it. Like, okay, good. that's good for you. So I think the bottom line is that when you introduce anything healthy with anything alcohol, it usually just has a canceling effect.
Yeah.
Not drinking is really popular, and that's fine if that's what you want to
Mocktails,
do.
yeah.
Mocktails, stuff like that. We did the whole episode. I think
Just
the price,
moderation too.
yeah, I think the price is
that.
ridiculous, but
Well, I think alcohol is fine and that we should carry on. We know our limits.
I agree.
I would agree.
Mine's about 4 a day.
That sounds mild to me. I don't know. I don't
Well,
know.
this, again, the mental health aspect and
Yeah.
the social aspect, that's a real thing. That is a real thing done in clinical studies.
Also prevents kidney stones because you got to pee a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Let's just stop right there and
Yeah,
not
we're
talk
done.
about
It's
anything
good.
else
We're
that
good.
it does.
We're good.
The end.
Yeah.
I have never had a kidney stone, so I'm good.
I haven't either.
See?
Yeah.
I haven't either.
Yeah, you'd be surprised at like how high my vitamin B complex levels are from all the beer don't count that I drink. So, but yeah, it actually does have mental health benefits. I'm not saying alcohol is good for you. It honestly can be bad for you, and this is all stuff that people know. But
Sure.
if you try to make it healthy, honestly, you're not. Just everything in moderation, just like anything else.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
And don't listen to us for medical advice either.
Please
Dude,
don't.
you read like a whole article on WebMD.
I read
You're-
WebMD. I did 3 minutes of research.
You're basically a doctor at this
Yeah.
point. Yeah. Even though you found out you had cancer, which
Yeah.
it was nice.
Yeah,
knowing
it
you,
was a
dude.
good run.
I know. Yeah, we had a good time. Yeah.
Are you going to stop drinking after
Yeah,
your
sure.
studies?
No.
Guys, if
didn't
you
think
like
so.
this, then please share it. For more Arsenic Culture, you can check us out on all the socials. We are at Arsenic Culture.
Like and subscribe on YouTube.
We'll see you on the next one.